Hi, our friends. Today we're going to be looking at an option for you in making your project for May the 4th, for May the 4th be with you. It is a space theme, so one of the things that you could do instead of drawing one of the options from our folders, today you might want to actually sculpt something using your modeling clay. Just a couple of reminders with our modeling clay. It's probably going to be pretty hard when you first grab it to start working with it, but the more you use it with your hands, it'll soften up because the warmer you get this, the softer it will get. And we're going to look at how I would basically go about trying to make an alien. There's lots of options here, so you might have an idea in your head of what an alien looks like, and it could be completely different than somebody else's. My alien is going to look kind of like almost like an octopus, but with a head and everything. So what I'm going to start with first is going to be the head shape, which that could be more of an oval. I'm just going to round it out. Remember, use the palms of your hands, or you can roll it on the table surface to get it smoothed out. I want to get a pretty smooth oval first before I start because that's going to give me the basic shape of the head. And just by rolling it flat, remember you can tap it on the surface of your table to flatten it out. And if you have little wrinkles or things like that, you can tap that. Also, if you have a tool, a popsicle stick comes in really handy because a popsicle stick can flatten out any size. You just kind of press it onto there. You can see here, I'm just kind of looking for the cracks. And if I have any parts that stick out, just use that popsicle stick to kind of flatten down. This also helps. It comes in handy too if I ever need to put a line in something. And then the other tool I use a lot is this little wooden, it looks like a pencil, but it really doesn't have anything to write with. So it doesn't get the clay dirty. But you could use a toothpick if you got a thick toothpick. Any tools that you have, and plastic forks and knives and stuff are great if you have any plastic utensils at home. So basically, I've got my oval, well, more of a circle right now. I'm going to ovalize it, so I'm going to round it out just a little bit. And I'm going to think about the head. So when we think about a head of an alien, I'm going to start with the eyes. So I'm going to make the eyes pretty big. I'm going to use my fingers just to kind of push in the eyes. And already we've got kind of like an alien head started there. And for the mouth, I'm just going to kind of push in again. Now I could use my popsicle stick. I'm going to push in with the popsicle stick right here. And I'm just going to use that to create that line for the mouth. I can go in as far as I want, and the wider I go, the bigger the mouth gets. Okay, so that's just a plain mouth right there. I can shape it, give him a big smile like that. I've got some texture on there still, so I could make dots and things if I wanted to decorate. And maybe he's got spots on him or something like that for a texture. You could go and do that. And because these are just openings for the eyes right now, I'm going to make two little balls of clay. I'm just going to roll those and place those in for the actual eyeballs. All right, so I'll set that inside. So he's got one eye there. His eye's going to be pretty big, and that's okay. You can make your eyes big or small. It's your alien, however you decide. And this one is going to be try to get about the same size. There we go. Oh, this one's a little bit bigger. Okay, so I'll just flatten them out. And then for that pupil part, I can, again, use the end of my stick, and there is my pupil. For the legs for this alien, I'm just going to roll coils. And just by taking the clay and rolling it out with my hand flat on the table, I'm just going to keep rolling it. The more I roll it out, the longer it'll get. And then because this clay is getting soft, I'm just going to attach it more towards the back of the head. Right? And I can start to add coils for legs. And eventually I would just add more and more coils. This would probably work good for an octopus too. If you want to give your alien more of a body, instead mine's just going to be mostly kind of like legs hanging from this big head up here. And you can also shape that. So I'm going to stretch out. Maybe his mouth will open a little bit as we do this. It's kind of like a floating alien head here with his tentacles controlling everything. Get a couple more coils here. Add these more towards the back. And you can do as many of these as you want to, or a few of these, maybe even three. This kind of looks like the floating alien head he'd be coming down from outer space. You can do the full body. So if you wanted to, instead of those coils, I could kind of push them together a little bit and make these form maybe the legs down here so they don't have to all be hanging. So they can be sticking out like this. Maybe some smaller ones for arms. Have these coming out from the sides. Or I could take one and go behind the back, so I've got two smaller arms like this. pinch that out. So there's my little rolling alien guy. That is one option. It's the full size alien with the whole body and everything there. Or if you wanted to, I've done another one. This one I did ahead of time, and this is just the head. So just the alien head. And I added a little, intricate little flower up there. And you can get as creative as you want. These are aliens. There's no one special size or any special type of shape that you have to have. You can create your own version of your alien however you'd like. So have fun sculpting with your clay, and if you want to use this choice, just remember to put your picture or video up on Schoology so you can hand in your assignment. And good luck. Can't wait to see what you come up with.